Hi there, traders. This is Brad Goodwin with today's trading action. All right, the news service is a little bit mixed with varied news about the Fed, Bank of Japan coming up, etc., so forth. But really, it's a bit of a sideshow because to me, the week belongs to sterling, and we've got some prime numbers coming out today. Right, you got the CPI numbers, Consumer Price Index. We've got the RPI, which is the Retail Price Index, and we've got some key numbers coming out now. Let me just get that pen off. So the real ones that we want to be focusing on here are these ones here. Year on year, 2.6, 2.3 to 2.8 is the range of the data, right? Keep an eye on the month on month, but the year on year is the sort of key number. And this 2.6, it's a bit of a jump up from the prior month, right? So that's what's factored into the market. So when we look at the charts and you have a look around, you can see sterling is bucking the trend as far as the dollar block goes, still going up, and it's actually hitting a really nice level. Stronger numbers here do look really good for sterling, right? And if I actually just come across here, give you a look at the, whoops, I don't want to give you that one. Let's go to the web page. Okay. Now, I've just been sort of working with a few different variations of giving you the data, right? I'm getting some good feedback about how we're presenting it. So just look at the UK inflation numbers, right? So 2.6 expected, 2.3 to 2.8 is the range. Now, what's the good outcome here? Well, it followed, you want to get consistency with the numbers, right? So yesterday's UK data was stronger, the unemployment figures. So what we want is today, we want data on the strong side of the forecast, right? 2.6 expected, so slightly stronger numbers. And with that, I would be looking to buy definitely sterling and sterling yen, right? We've got some peak and early aggressive signals there for those. And also, I would be looking to get into sell euro sterling, right? The other pairs here, they are trending up, so they are worth a look at. But focus on the color codes there. You can check that out at the bottom, and you can see very clearly, right? This is what we're looking for. This is the easiest trade. We get stronger numbers here, and actually slightly stronger than 2.6, like 2.7 would be okay, but definitely above 2.8 or above you're into these pairs, and in particular, the ones that are lighting up, they are the ones which will be a very easy move, right? If I just give you a look at the majors, just once again, sort of mixing up the sort of short-term, long-term, because you can have short-term downtrends in long-term uptrends. So I don't want to sort of miss out on things. So at the moment, short-term sterling is an early buy signal already, and dollar yen has got a prime time sell, right, on the short term, on the hourly charts. If you come down to the longer term charts, right, these ones don't change so frequently. You can see where the longer term trends are. Ideally, you would like these things to be matching up. But you know what? Short term wise, if there's a good trade like sterling on the inflation numbers today, well, it's worth having a crack. The crosses, okay, now there's plenty of action here on the crosses. And this is primarily because sterling has really kicked into gear, and with that, Aussie weakness and Kiwi weakness, followed up with strong sterling strength and CAD weakness. You've got an abundance of opportunities here on the sell front. Euro yen, Euro Swiss at prime time levels, and you get an early signal there on Euro sterling for a sell, sterling CAD for a buy, and prime time buy sterling Swiss, right? Some of these pairs you're probably not even looking at, but make sure you flick through the live trade hub because you are going to get sort of served up major instruments that are trending or at really optimum levels to get long or short. All right, so that's the waiver, guys. Just keep an eye on the data. It comes out in about half an hour. It's going to be key, right? So where this gets disappointing, just to finish on, manage your expectations, because if this number comes out weak, well, it's not our ideal number, but there is obviously you'll be looking to sell some of these pairs, but the easiest trend move is with the trend. That's why I'm suggesting we look for higher numbers. Okay. And if you get it, you make money, right? Selling against the trend, okay, doesn't mean all these crosses don't go down, but the volatility will be there. The trend goes up, it's a bit of a breeze. All right, so that's the way of the markets. And just looking at the global markets dashboard, okay, US Treasuries a little bit steady. Okay. Not too much action here in the Asian session and a little bit of a risk on profile there on the US equity futures. One thing I forgot to mention, right? So with there is a big chance here. This is the outside chance, right? I'm saying, you know what? The market is usually pretty spot on, 92 or 93%, no change, right? They expect higher inflation numbers. This is the spanner in the works. If we got a number around 2.3 or 2.2% in the sterling inflation numbers, we're going to see a lot of this unwound, right? So when we look at those pairs, especially for where the sort of key opportunity is, if I just come back to the trade hub, right? So we're looking for stronger numbers. A lot of these pairs, you know what, will radically turn around, right? So if we get weaker numbers, you're flipping these over, you're selling these pairs, and you're buying these, right? Why I don't generally suggest that's the plan is because if you're sort of focusing on the numbers, you want to like have a clear plan. To all of a sudden go, I'm changing everything, right? You can get mixed up, right? So stick with the best outcome, which is a stronger number, but there is a loopy one. If you want to take a bit of a chance and set yourself up for an opportunity, say to buy euro sterling or sell sterling, right? These pairs are at prime levels, early levels for selling and buying. They will flip very quickly, and they would be the ones to look at if you got weaker numbers. All right, I don't want to confuse you too much, but there's plenty going on around these major releases. All right, guys, have a good one. All the best. Cheerio.